Futures trading involves substantial risk of loss and may not be suitable for all investors.
Good morning. It's Wednesday, March 27th, about 6 a.m. Central Time. Overnight, the precious metals are mixed, with gold and silver edging higher, while platinum, palladium, and copper are all slightly lower. We saw choppy action yesterday with gold at one point rallying about $30. It started about 2 a.m. and it rallied up to about 2022 from 2192 before sliding lower. The timing of the rally and the reversal correspond with the initial implications of this bridge collapse and then also the clarity and understanding of what happened after it. So I think there was a bit of geopolitical risk buying, which lifted gold and then also took gold back lower. So looking at today's price action, we do have gold pushing back up now. You should be trading the June contract as we rolled over from April to June here yesterday. We're trading right now up $17 at 22.16. You have May silver up 8 cents, 24.71. You have May copper anchored at $4, trading about $2 on either side of that level. July platinum down $10, palladium down $9 at $9.94, and the gold-silver ratio using the June basis is about 89-1. So looking at these markets here today, we do expect to see more choppy action with a lot of month-end, quarter-end markup here, and then also it is a holiday in the U.S. markets on Friday, so much of this position is going to come a bit sooner than normal here. Some of the markets that I'm going to be watching here today, the dollar index to see if it can turn back into positive territory, back over the 104 level. It might put some pressure here on broad-based commodities as well as the precious metals markets. We'll also want to monitor the 2-year yield as yields are slightly drifting higher, and whether or not the bridge collapse takes off any of the movement of goods and things like that and creates these bottlenecks here that could push some of the inflation assets back just a touch higher here, but that's a little bit too early to see what will be involved with that. Now looking at the dollar index here, it did stage a late day rally here and the yields also drifted higher. So the focus is still going to be on the PCE data, which comes out later on in the week. We have no major economic data releases today. At 5 p.m. we'll have Fed Governor Waller will speak. Now diving into the gold and silver market, I'm being a little bit more cautious if you're going to take the long approach on it. It did violate 24.50 on the May silver contract, which is kind of one of my line in the sands, as well as 24.34. That was the previous swing low here. So you do have a head and shoulders top forming loosely on the silver market. I would be patient before adding to this market here as kind of the 200-day moving average, 24.04. I think that's a critical level of support just below that 23.94. And I really think that value zone where if you've been working with me for quite a while, we were buying silver below the $23 level and looking at selling it between 25 and 26. I think that new value zone has come up 23.50 down to about 22.50. So we'll want to keep an eye on stochastics, see if they're still continuing to slide lower. We'll want to see that DMI minus and plus continue to cross, and the MACD is negative. Speaking of the MACD being negative on the gold market, you'll see a lot of system traders will try and short any kind of new recent low on the gold market. So if you look at the low here from yesterday, about 21.92, if we see a break below that, you're probably going to see the shorts pressed as some of the system trading, AI and algorithmic trading will all come in and press that market here and trail a stop. So your critical level of support now on the June basis is going to be 21.70 down to 21.65. Below that's 21.25. And then at that point, I would start to look at some entries on the gold market here, as from 2100 down to about 1995 is your major line in the sand here. I think that central bank buying will start to pick up course. A couple markets there that we're also watching here. Grains all having a small setback. Bitcoin dipping briefly below the $70,000 level. You're going to want to position in April if you're going into the Bitcoin contract, as March will set to expire here in the next day or two. Ethereum back below that 3,500 level provides long-term value as well. We're looking at the June contract on that because of the current roll structure there and the high fees associated with it. If you have any questions, give me a call. I'd love to talk to you. 312-858-7303. Remember, futures and option trading does involve risk of loss, may not be suitable to all investors. Good luck and good trading.